I don't understand how that keeps happening, but hi! Hey, chat. What's good, chat? It's been a little bit. A whole day, in fact. Yesterday was weird. God. Okay. Ow. Yesterday was quite weird. A very long, a very strange, and not fun day. But here we are, we're back. There are regularly scheduled streams. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what, there we go. There we go. Alright, got that dropped. And I think we're all good. I don't think there's anything... Not particularly. I might go late today. To somewhat compensate, one, for starting so late today as well. Just a little bit of... because we missed yesterday. But... starting Ace Attorney 2! Second game in the series, second game of the main Ace Attorney line. Never played this one. This will be interesting. You know, just because I've never played it doesn't mean I don't know a few things about it. I do know, I believe, at the very least, the original version of the game is 4 trials. I don't know if the trilogy adds an extra or not. Because they add, or well, I guess they didn't add it. It was already there as like a DLC from before. Right, but Ace Attorney 1 had the additional case at the end, so I don't know if we'll have the additional case here as well. But we for sure have 4 cases, which are somewhat long. I mean, about as long as like cases 2 through 4 in the first game, for sure. I don't know if this is like if the first one's like a tutorial case, anything like that. I assume the way that the Ace Attorney franchise is going to work is you don't need to play a previous game in order to understand any of the later ones, but I can't say that for sure because I don't actually know. I know who the main prosecutor is, and they are delightful, I guess you could say. And I know who the one in the next game is as well. I don't know what we're gonna do after we beat 3, but we got a while for that. It's gonna take us at least another like 2. It's gonna take us like 2 weeks just to get through this game. Maybe another 2 for Ace Attorney 3, possibly longer depending on how much there is and how much I'm struggling to understand anything. So yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. So let's just get right into it. Look at that. Already prepped. Justice for All. Ace Attorney 2. Justice for All. Is there actually... Before we get like right into it, is there... I want to see if there's an Apollo Justice collection. Like, is that a thing? Is there a collection? Oh. Or is there only one Apollo Justice, or is there multiple? I guess that's probably a better question. Is there a multiple of these games, or is there just the one? There's some really cool character art in Apollo Justice, I won't lie. It's part of the Ace Attorney series. Let's pull up the Ace Attorney series. So we have... Oh, there's only the one Apollo Justice game. Okay. Yeah, so there's the main trilogy of the Phoenix Wright games. Miles Edgeworth. There's Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. because Professor Layton is, like, technically a part of the Ace Attorney franchise. So those games are there as well. Dual Destinies, which is Ace Attorney 4. Well, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 4. Great Ace Attorney Adventures, which we're getting here in America. I think actually that's already come out now. And then Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, which is Phoenix Wright 5, and then the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, which is coming in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, I believe. So yeah, so there's only the one Apollo Justice. I wonder if there is a re-release version somewhere? Because I know it's on like the 3DS and the DS, but nowhere else, huh? Alright, we might have to do some legitimate recording for that game. I'd be down to try out Apollo Justice. Some of the characters in that one are really cool. Alright, well, I got no idea what's going on, so let's do it. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Well, that's the only option I have, so I guess we'll play that one. Let's start off strong, huh? How did I get into this mess? I don't know, Phoenix. That's far enough! You can't run forever! Mr. Phoenix Wright! Oh, it's the judge. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this! Huh? But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title! Number 9:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, give me one moment here. Alright, hi. We're back. On just September 8th, 9:08. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Why is that your ringtone? What a nightmare. I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I shouldn't be dozing off it before trial starts anyway. Huh, looks like they hung up. Ah, good, I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... Who are you? It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Who is this guy? Why does he look like Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright? A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Ah, my head, it's throbbing. Why does it feel so foggy in there? Whoa, who are you? Good morning. Ah, good morning? What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. There's that fighting spirit. Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sorta hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. No, not guilty. Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you were... never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. Making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? Absolutely horrible! No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? I was about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Ah, someone, please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. How do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? September 8th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Hey, it's, what's his name? Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie Bird? Maggie Bird. I'm gonna go with that. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? Oh, I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Yes. I guess I should say yes for now. But are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. Her life is in my hands. Should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear to the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair, but swift. I believe I've told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Boy. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer.
Policeman?
Did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. Besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Very well. Mr. Payne, please call to your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since the last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie.
Okay, and who are you again?
The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright.
Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead.
You got this. You got this.
You got it.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicide down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective?
Yes, sir. While I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me.
Okay, calm down. I believe you.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. Dustin Prince? Oh, that caught me by surprise. Dustin Prince. That's a great name. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck.
Details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Ah, yes, the autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I'd say everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. Victims watched out from the impact on the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well, the court accepts it to evidence.
Crime photo 1, added to the court record. It's also on the walking path above.
Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There's a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there?
Have you lost your mind?
Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second.
What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record.
Court record?
Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court proceedings by pressing the R button.
What is an R button? R button? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? I don't know what an R button. What is an R button?
It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aidist instead.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. Probably the glasses. Yeah, these nearsighted lenses. Oh my god, lenses. I can read. Time of death 9/6 at 6:28 p.m. Cause a broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Cell phone. I feel it's in my pocket, but don't remember what it means or how it got there. My all-important badge. It shows that I'm a defense attorney. And then the photo. Okay. What was it again? The R button? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Glasses, sir. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. So we do have a kind of tutorial case here. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held on to them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? These glasses you're wearing. Hmm? Yes, this is my spare pair. What is that? Spare pair? These glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence on that same day. I accidentally stepped on mine. Coincidence, she says. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground, where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's not to say she's the culprit. Gumshoe.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here.
The prosecution like us to make this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence.
Crime photo 2 added to the court record. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. But they even wrote your name clear as day on the ground? But I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain this dying message? It's a conspiracy! I'm not guilty, sir!
Mr. Wright, I cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Apparently this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. Prosecution's witnesses are all hide things from the court. It just means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Huh. Like the detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. Hey, it's not very nice, pal. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why, when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I got a trial by fire. Here goes nothing. Well, I can expose the lies. We should be all right. Decisive evidence. Something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body. About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client?
The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal.
Maybe now. What's you pressing it?
Hold it.
Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses?
The sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else.
So what you are saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's.
Something like that.
What?
I see. So there is no proof.
Wow, that was amazing. I totally feel it, down in my gut. The victim was pushed from the bench area. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell?
Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground.
I know it's the culprit. Culprit's name?
Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but...
Was the name that of my client?
I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir.
What if it was... What if it was Wabi? You know, it's upside down. We're just reading it upside down. Are you absolutely certain?
Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. There's a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie.
That's a good point. Hey, hold on. Huh? Don't harm me. I know the picture says Maggie, but... Well, she mentions it. Something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I better check the court record again. The glasses are not like she's the culprit.
wouldn't have had time to write anything, right? Do you have evidence on when this was taken? No. Right, because if he fell and broke his neck, then he would just have instantly died, right? So there wouldn't have been time for him to write a message. He would have just died. Oh, man. Yeah, also, this photo doesn't show the writing. Someone's clearly reveals contradiction. They're not. So please think of the facts before making accusations. I don't think I don't want any points with the judge. The defendant's name, Maggie, sir? I guess that's one more time. You're certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground. There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand. There was grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail. It certainly seemed like that. It seems like that. Oh my god! Seems that the name was written by the victim himself. Sorry, it's just it's a very long day of court proceedings, you know. It didn't go well. But it really was the victim himself that went on the show. Don't give up. Keep the fighting spirit going. I'm glad you're all pumped up, but we want to see your special move, sir. Wait, what? You always look so cool when you present evidence. Present evidence? Present evidence. Actually, I was just thinking about that. Yes, the Great Phoenix Wright is back! Oh, that's right. Huh? I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well. Oh, that's nice. Sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir. People's profiles, huh? Let's give this another try. So if I can present profiles now... Profiles. That is not the same spelling. Objection! I got nothing. I don't know what's going on. What is it? What? What's come over me? What thinking? I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe! You talking to me, pal? Please say the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. Defendant's name, if you please. Why, where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. Bird? I don't know, Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right there, it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It's like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave the name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie, with a Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. I remind you that it was you who said the defendant and is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not have known her name. No! This is very true. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince. That's such a great name. Were in fact lovers? Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe. He's testified for the court. The relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Oh, poor Gumshoe, man. I was getting pulled into this. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Dustin and Maggie. Little Dustin Prince. What are they? Oh, I love these turning names. They're so stupid. Alright. You know about this. Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. Got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I'd gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, so really. Anyway. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? This guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal! Sorry. It's September, the victim's birthday. The day of the incident? You mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. Since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. It was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. I am too. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because I'm her boss, and I've got to watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give as a present? Isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches there, I really don't need to know that much.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if the witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are you talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. Over 2 months ago. Over 2 months ago? Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? Got him a glove. A single glove? Why would you want to give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. Baseball glove? Oh. That's fair. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? No, I don't know like that, pal. Then, what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom-made. Custom-made? Glove was custom-made? Yep, that's what I said. The glove was custom-made.
So the glove was custom-made? Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to the case. I mean, sure, it was custom-made, but I don't see why that's relevant.
Yes, it would seem that there's a little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case? Of course. I don't know where this will lead me, but of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case.
Yes, nothing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. Wondering how long it'd take. This is great.
Arresting people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. I'm not convinced. Let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? I didn't show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, rather yellow, isn't it? Birthday present from Maggie. The victim was custom made. Is that... That's right hand. That's a right hand glove. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. That's why you had it to special order. Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think the score is good enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that is true, it brings up a more important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir. Writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There was also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Right hand, you say? Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Writing on the ground. But can you really determine handwriting based on a sample written in the sand? Oh my god. This is why amateurs are amateurs. They're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. I believe it's time to get back to the root point.
Agreed, Your Honor. So what's the result of the investigation?
Which I couldn't confirm it was the victim's handwriting? So in the end, you couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't look down on us. I told you, we're just not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. I've never heard that before.
Me neither.
Nor I.
I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir.
Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. No gumshoe. Got the victim's pointer finger. Pointer finger? You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around in people's faces? Ah, don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you tried to kill me, pal.
In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct?
Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if I'd been writing in sand. And the results? Well, there was sand trapped on the fingernail. What does that prove? Well, it proves that he did write the name of his own finger.
Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail.
I guess he's right. And there was more. Also scratches on his skin. Scratches on his skin. Yep. Can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That is incredible. Sure is. It's a part of scientific investigation. And it's so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific-sounding name. You mean a microscope? Yeah, that's it. I used one of those, and that's how we found them. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. I can. Confirm its victim wrote this name with his right hand. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. Who doesn't? I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter it. Listening to this, you would think that there was only one conclusion. But the name of the defendant written by the victim.
But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand?
Do you think I would have gone... Do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him a present? A present? What about it? Now, I didn't play a lot of baseball. So I'm not sure if this is correct. But it seems like... Whoop. Oh, okay. Oh, Dustin here, age 30. Oh, they're 8 years apart, huh? Puts him in a policeman. He's a defendant Maggie Bird. Good old Winston Payne. I just realized what his name. Oh, that's funny. Dick Gumshoe. Which is an amazing name. Honestly, if a detective is not named Dick Gumshoe, are you really even doing it right? Okay, I think... Right, because... you'd want to be catching with your non-dominant hand. Because you want to throw with the dominant hand in baseball, right? So that would mean that he's left-handed. Because this is a right-handed glove. You can tell because of... I'm not gonna lie, I had to put my hand in that position, but that is, in fact, a right-handed glove. So he's not right-handed. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? No, what's special? I never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it is really yellow, but that's only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? Very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom-made. Never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look at this. It's obvious from the picture. That it was his... Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah!
And this is... That is... I object.
Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know, what does your line of reasoning proves? There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. As a left-handed person myself, I can't agree. I cannot write with my right hand. It's terrible. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Order, order. When you think about it that way, then, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. It's not possible that his name was written by the victim himself. That means Maggie's.
No, it's not possible.
Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No! All right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Phew. I feel like I can breathe again.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Ah, well, thank you, sir.
See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. That's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm ready to retire. So now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird.
No, not yet! I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You'd like to call our next witness to the stand.
What? And what did this witness witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Nani?
Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterwards, we will hear from this new witness.
I had a feeling that this was a bit too easy.
More information.
Let's see what I can find out during this recess.
I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. What is adjourned for recess?
Woo!
Well, we got through the first part of that. To be continued. Right now. Right here.
Here we go! Woo! New tone. We'll save it here. Plot 2. PWAA, Justice for All.
I was actually going to say just like Ace Attorney TNT. Number 8, 11:43 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 1.
Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Mackie kick should be all you need. No.
I think I'll pass on this one. Come on! I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem we won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, you can fill me in on a few things. Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. Weird name. This is serious, we don't remember? I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got it from you! It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. Some numbers written at the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Phoenix's business card under the court record. So business card. I wrote my cell number on the back. I guess for now we should stop talking about me. Start talking about this case. This case? Yeah. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, right? Hurry up then and tell me! That might be very important. Okay, roger. So the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m., I picked up a lost cell phone while I was on a walk with Dustin. Oh, how adorable. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't get the name. Call me Maggie. I just got a blue badger shirt. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up. It never did. So where's this phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't know. But if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along! You're so mean! I told you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. When I went to check in the courtroom, everyone already left. Hey, Maya. What the heck is this? Yes, I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And good morning to you too, Maya. Oh god, the voices are similar. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh. And what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick. Thing you wanted me to bring? Thanks. The heck is this, a list? Got 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. Looks like these guys are up to no good. No good, as in... There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think you guys are members of that group? Names list added to the court record. List of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artist group? How would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me. Where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? Numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops, guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck! I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. Well, that's left us to put it all together. I'm not gonna lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. Alright, let's get it. Let's get it! Let's get this done. number 2.
Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
About the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked if the court might be a little lenient on.
There's no need to give a preface, or a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Prosecution called its next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
Ah.
Please say your name for the court, witness.
And before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Ah, oh, alright, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that now. You tinted the court's eyes, then colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university said everything in my life is worth top great quality. I'm really looking for the perfect top notch and beautiful I ever.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on.
What is he, a human chatterbox? I have to question him. It's looking very fancy, though. I like it. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply. Glasses? But I'm wearing glasses.
That's enough. Your name, witness.
Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You want people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong.
But I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Oh, man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I'm Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. Richard Wellington. What a name. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy.
Anyway, please testify to the court what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know, you.
What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington.
But I saw that day. What did you see, Mr. Wellington? I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I flipped up, and there I met eyes with a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. Well, he's not lying. She do be pretty, though. The only thing that I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. The banana?
Oh, it's certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Dick, did you hear what you just said? Yeah. That's all you had to say. Why are you so calm? It's strange, but it's very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client? You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy's lying!
You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright.
I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. What I saw that day. What do we got? At the park all afternoon? So you're at the park all afternoon? You seem to have a lot of free time. Huh. Well, that was very rude of you. But then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated with a no-name trashy university. No name? Trashy? Now, this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. Well, I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please. Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country. That arrogant little snot. Yeah, he really is arrogant, but he will be looking kind of nice. How did you know what time it was? You're not wearing a watch, so... that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. His arrogance is really intolerable, so should you know. What's harder? Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? Tisk tisk. I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I have to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing called a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's the thing that tells you the time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in the picture of the crime scene. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in the picture of the crime scene. Oh, so it is. I looked at that clock, and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole concept of breaking time apart, none of that's nonsense. The first-class person you want to watch? What a ridiculous notion. People should freely live without constraint. And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case... Oh god, I forgot doing those like really breathy voices, like... It messes with my lungs. Ooh, it just like makes me lightheaded. Oh god, I feel really lightheaded right now. Okay. And how did you know he was a police officer? I mean, yeah, he was an officer's uniform. You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell what kind of occupation he held. Shoddy do-it-yourself hairstyle, probably. Yeah, those cheap low-quality boots. And I suppose it was also because he was wearing an officer's uniform. Those uniform first. That's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick, you figured out what I do? Even I haven't figured out that. I haven't figured that out yet. He's a spirit medium. Dumb fool. Look up there, and there, that eyes with a charming young lady. You sure you got a good look at her face? He loves to do that move, huh? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. We use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you! I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face? That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning.
Stay, Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court.
Please don't make me have to raise my voice. Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's all right with you. We are sure! You are not mistaken. Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product. You are only a cheap imitation. There's no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake. Of course, of course. Of course.
Did you notice anything else of interest, witness?
The banana that fell with the police officer. The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. What would a bunch of bananas be doing there? Why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. That's really strange. Why you never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas? That's it, Nick. He's gotta be lying about the bananas. He could be, but... no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. What if that's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else. He mistook something else for a bunch of bananas. That would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. The client is innocent. There's no way he could have seen what he says he did. Means he can somehow show he's lying? Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind, but I just wish I could remember who she is. Everything okay, Nick? The glove! It's yellow and looks like bananas. Mr. Wellington! I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah. So you know about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? I don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
It's the baseball glove? Huh? What? Baseball glove? Doesn't that look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas. That's very bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? What? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it's a very simple mistake. A glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled.
You're one of those people, yes. You know what I mean. You're like those people that refuse... The possibility... Sure, in the end we find identify the glove, but none of it... And I did it from afar, do you think... And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me it's terrible, right?
Well, you're not wearing your glasses today, then.
That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But, you know, my glasses aren't ordinary glasses, so to replace them. How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. Those people who reject the courage only to be which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven by the same cannot be proven to be the same by the witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing in the upper path.
Witness? You're not accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honor. Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have had a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes.
So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away.
Yes, that is correct. Which is why someone with a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer!
You may question the witness on this, right? Okay.
Her path ran away as soon as she realized. She ran away? Just like that? Yes, she did. You saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only has a third-rate education? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how could you tell it was my client? Eh? That witness has already answered the question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
This is true, Mr. Wright. I'm expecting a question from the record.
I'm gonna get more information from him. For the police station. Immediately? As in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen, or did they not teach that in your pitiful school? Can people learn about how to call the police in college? Hey, Nick, I think you should take a close look at the court record for a second. Oh, yeah. Well, do you know what time it was? The detective told me. You know which one I mean. Oh, with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school.
Hey, pal, I graduated from pretty good, the top-ranked college.
I don't believe this. It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I am wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time.
What? Why you? You're just some lousy kid who...
I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond?
It's been within 10 minutes. You're saying that there was police on the scene by 7 p.m.? They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in that area at that time. Oh, no. But suddenly, before I knew it, there was people crawling all over, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country. To find anything out of the ordinary necessity, I should take one more look at the court record. Yeah, I guess I should. Perhaps he used the phone booth? I was assuming he would use the phone booth to make the call. If he died at 6:28, why did it take so long? 6:45? It's been like 15 minutes. Okay, so it definitely has to do with this. Is that the cell phone or the names of it? I assume it's the cell phone? No. It is probably his cell phone. We're already struggling. I immediately called the police station. It definitely has to do with this state. That is clear. That was made clear to me by Maya. But it's a matter of what do I present? Let's do a save. There we go. Yeah, it took too long. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. That witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is only what I would call a little dazed. Ah!
Mr. Wellington.
Yes?
Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes?
Answer the question. Hi. Telephone. I mean...
Spit it out.
I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth?
You mean you don't have a cell phone?
If you and your questions. As if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. I think you're really something special. Witness? I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it?
Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. Must be a very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? I've never heard that all genius... Enough. Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean the cell phone Maggie found? There's no way. Oh, I didn't see this coming. Showed you now. Question further. Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? I'm gonna be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. Look, he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his.
Well, then I think we cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have a cell phone. Because he had lost it. Oh my god. Whew. Therefore, the delay in his call is caused by his search for a phone booth, which was literally right in front of the death.
Well, what's the gist of it? I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that.
Any further questions, Mr. Wright?
There is something. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. But how dare you?
You can't just make outrageous claims like this. You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. That should be good enough, I think.
Alright, let's have the proof then. Please present this proof to the court. To prove that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth.
Crime photo 1? Crime photo 1. It's quite simple, actually. Let's take a look at this. It's a photograph. Every time I look at it, it makes me laugh.
At the crime scene photo.
Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic for looking at it, something is wrong with you! No.
It's a phone booth!
That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Well, maybe 5. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Ah.
Order!
Oh, what does reporting the crime a little late for the defense? Or for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony.
Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
And I bet this phone really is his, Nick. Guess they killed Dustin to get his phone back. But now you said that she was going to return it to him. Oh man, so no. Or he's in to kill him for it. And on top of that, it's not the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he?
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? An explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes?
Yes. There's only one possible explanation.
Alright, let's hear your explanation.
Oh man.
However, be forewarned that your explanation is not persuasive. You'll be penalized. Think carefully before you present this part.
Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility.
Put to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
Perhaps this is the evidence you need to be convinced.
Perhaps.
That was just an idea I thought I'd throw out.
It's just that perhaps you should find a better piece of evidence.
Yes, of course, Your Honor.
You'll be penalized. Yeah.
Ouch. Okay. Oh! No? I mean, he obviously... Oh, God. Obviously, he wrote the name. Okay, well, in that case... The names list? No? Is there nothing? We're about to hit all the evidence. I must be missing something. The glasses, maybe? Could it be his? Yes. Mr. Wellington! Oh my god, that was terrible. What? Don't do that, you almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find... I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. The glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body?
Order, order!
No, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call.
Mr. Rice, are you indicating the witness is the real murder?
Indicting? Of course. Precisely what I am doing. Ah! I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out, his cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot.
Yeah, this is so exciting watching you work again.
Somehow, my old self is coming back. Time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Order, order!
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court without any solid ground to stand on. He accused the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it all from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you were not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name of the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like that, even an idiot like you can read that, right? We already know that this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie with a Y, and the victim was left-handed.
In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write his name on the ground.
But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie, or Maggie?
That is a good point. The witness didn't even know Miss Bird before the trial.
Oh, I forgot. Anyway, this creep could have known the name. Of course! It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn. The defendant's name was Maggie.
Yeah, will the defense please present its case?
How could the defendant have known the defendant's name? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? But what if I didn't? You realized you had lost it. What did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, you. How did you?
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? You think that there is some relation between this witness's cell phone and the murderer?
I do, Your Honor. The day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. You can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you learned her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake.
Fatal mistake?
My client's name is Maggie with a Y, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie with an I-E. This is a mistake that could only occur if you knew how her name sounded.
Order, order!
But Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Puddington had no reason to kill anyone. You're correct, I don't have a motive.
That's right.
Your Honor?
Can you explain what motive this witness could have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick?
I said I can't offer an explanation, and the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but...
Now, then, please present to the court the proof that the witness had a motive. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here! What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group.
You looked up all those numbers.
Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. What? What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington?
This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking at the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. Just the cops who were the billion artist murders.
I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about.
You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone?
Isn't this obvious? The witness is a member of that group.
Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group.
No!
All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here in this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That's why you had to kill.
No, this is too much.
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain?
I got you now. That police officer. Your Honor!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
But please, let's think about the content on that phone call.
Hello?
Thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was he misburned it. It is fine. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this?
Think about it logically. It does make sense. And maybe we should think outside the box. Yeah, if you think like that, maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there.
Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness?
Was a police officer. The police officer had the phone, so they could have been investigating the cell phone. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he entered the park still wearing his police uniform.
Oh.
The girl that picked up my phone was with the police. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If they do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on his phone.
And he went into a panic, and what you're saying?
Exactly.
Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform!
Yeah, that's kind of messed up, bro.
Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
Thinking.
It seems truth's come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are.
Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence? Evidence? The thing that's really creeping me out. Well, you've been waving around and talking about a suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone numbers, this suspicious con group, that. They're all on that phone. You say that phone is really mine. I should prove your evidence. You want proof that this phone is yours? Yeah. I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea who that phone in your hand belongs to. You sure he doesn't mind, you simpleton? What? It's good to see you squirm.
We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor. This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables like this. The cell phone. There has to be something that's not overlooked. It's gotta be. Well, maybe. Fingerprints? I got it! Check for fingerprints!
Fingerprints?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone.
Nick, don't you remember? You got that from Maggie, you wiped it off.
What?
You said there was sand all over it, so I wiped it. I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. It's been a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? And incidentally, you can't check the number stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. Gotta be joking. Where's all the numbers I was going to use as evidence? Mr. Wellington. What's this? That's one of your voice. It sounds like you have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Well, you are too much. And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Now I remember! Oh, good, I hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. So that's what... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, you've worked so hard to get this far, but don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know. This phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? We'll just call it.
Mr. Wright, you cannot prove to the owner that cell phone. An indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short.
Where? Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you hadn't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am?
Court hereby concludes the cross-examination.
If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? There's an objection. Please wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it.
Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright?
Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness, is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor.
Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You have sent one piece of evidence to the court.
I get one shot at this.
Do not prove everything. It's over. For your client, and for you. Do you fully understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh,
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance.
it's on to this. It's go time.
Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything.
Oh boy. Hmm. This is a tough one. This is a very tough one. I mean, like... I mean... Perhaps? Perhaps I didn't write my phone number, but the phone number of the cell phone. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it wasn't my number. I'm unsure. And I only get one shot, and I haven't saved in a hot minute. Oh, God. Is that too much of a stretch? I think that might be too much of a stretch. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. You know what? Let's do it.
Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please, have one of mine. Such a business card under the court record. It's written in a fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't a time to be exchanging business cards.
Your Honor, there's something very important about that card, and that is the back of the card.
It's kind of important because of what is on the back.
You put your cell phone number in the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But we're still in session. It's okay, you'll see. Okay, if you say so.
Is the defense preparing something? Mr. Wright?
You're going to call my cell phone now. And then, the court will see everything for what it is. All the idiotic, stupid things, too. Ah! What? Why is my phone? What is this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? How strange. I'd almost swear that you're holding my phone! You're... Ah! No. Can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further. Except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one! Man, don't choke yourself out, bro. Oh, bro, stop! Bro, stop! Well... He almost choked himself out there.
That is how what happened. Knocked out by Mr. Wellington.
He's a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. In order to hide his involvement with the con artist group. He had to become paranoid and... Or he has become paranoid and he's lost all ability to make rational judgments.
And Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding... It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally.
Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty.
Woo, yeah, woo, Fetty, yeah, woo, yeah!
How wonderful. That is well. This court is adjourned.
Ooh, barely got through that one. Literally almost failed. I almost failed the tutorial. Jeez. December 8th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? Can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. Never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. Life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. Then, the Academy everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch on to those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right. We were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh? I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That month didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. I think it's all my fault. Dustin's dead. Your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. Next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet, I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. Take care of yourselves, too. Right, bye. What a horrible day. My memory back, but they're still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really hadn't worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. Huh? I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, where are you? What? Why'd you got your memory back? At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Got the gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but also been a good ally during others. The judge? Man, he sure has judged a lot of cases. He's a lovable, kind old man who's easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person. I haven't got a clue. Seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else? And this girl, Maya. You finally remembered! With Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. There's so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? Staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. No, I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now. So it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. Let's have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick! Go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. And that story
That story began on one rainy afternoon, 2 months ago. Oh. But won the lost turnabout. The end. We did it! Reunion and turnabout. A brand new episode has been added. Saving. Yes. And now is a great time for me to take a very quick break to go grab some to drink. So we'll check on a few things. So I will be back momentarily. Man, I gotta say, those people down at the Oreo factory, they know what's up, dude. They're just so good. Anyways, though, let's get back into it, I guess. Oh, in a moment. When I finish eating these Oreos. Only 2 of them. So. Mint flavor, like mint Oreos, man. This stuff's the bomb, bro. That's what I'm talking about. But we did it. First trial. I mean, granted, it's a tutorial trial against Mr. Payne, as always. But we did it. Now, remember, right? There are 4 total. So, yeah, 3 more to go through. Yes, there are. Okay. As a note, I do have a guide up in case I get incredibly lost. Mostly for investigation stuff, not so much for trials. But that's how I know that there are exactly 4 trials. And we're gonna meet our new prosecutor. Oh god, I am excited. They are amazing. But also extremely terrifying. That was no accident. I was drugged. Sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Dang, alright. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie? I need to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I can't believe something like that happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess. Playing through my mind. June 16th, 3:34 p.m., Rainco Law Offices. So, huh? Who? Who? What are you? Excuse me? Hello? Nice green tie, by the way. Oh, God. I can't decide if I want to go the nerd route or if I want to go, like, I don't even know, man. Oh, jeez. What depressing rain. You understand how depressed that makes me, do you? I guess? But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. Is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve, calling yourself a weather girl. Just going to hear about my $1,500 suit. How your case? Well, as you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Mind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Wow. That is terrible. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. You hear me? Upsetting! Yes, I heard you. I agree. It's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. This is the kicker. She even has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash! Crunch! Instantly transforming her car into an accordion model. I see. That's right. Look at all the tabloid shows. They're talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused the crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just gonna say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. You need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple. Because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove my innocence. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct? Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yeah, I mean, hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure. Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown and undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. But what? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling. I'm gonna have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya, I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fey clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. What she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit. Oh, So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. Condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? That is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? I suppose. And so, that's how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown. The doctor. June 19th, 1:25 p.m. Karain Village. Yo, this looks nice. So this is Karain Village, Maya's hometown. Why, hello there! Okay, bye! Another little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly! Oh, someone else is going this way. Nick! Maya! How are you? It's good to see you again. Wow! I didn't think you'd really show up! It's not that big of a deal. You made that sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated, just a little. It's only 2 hours by train. If I knew you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know? Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well... Anyway, congratulations! I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Alright. Looks like you've finally become a fully fledged medium. Taking on your first job. Yeah. Oh. I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? They'll hold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids. That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. Village. So this is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep. Karain Village, but heard people call this place Medium Valley. Ew. Interesting. So, everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were here, or were too, I think. That's probably true since the ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, none of the women of this village are mediums. So, what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Okay. Oh, yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. You know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Faye! She's my cousin. Is she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin? Wait, then that means... Is she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. She's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. And drilled it into her head that if a suspicious-looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious-looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes, for starters. Of course not. Chloe is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Korean village. Aunt? Chloe's mother is my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, gotta get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks. Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Phone booth. Install phone booth. Can't say it fits in this area too well. My cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows? I might need it later. Biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is the Fae Manor. This Maya calls home. Easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. Rustic, thatch-roofed houses, and the other villagers live lined the streets. And nowhere near as large or as nice as the manor in front of me. It's kind of odd that I don't see any other villagers walking around, though. A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. Fortunes are written on a beat-up bold sign. Looks like this giant rock is called Rain Boulder. There's a real complex explanation in here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in, or something. Old bus stop, this is Crane Village, and the signpost. Well, it's seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come in 3 times a day. Eh. Oh my god. 219th Fae Manor meditation. Oh, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. So nice and weather we're having today, aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. We're in cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. Can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. It's like talking about the weather. This guy is just asking for punishment. Oh, it's like something like in the back of my throat. But anyways, this is a splendid manor. No arguments there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright. I have a copy for you, too. Guide map out of the court record. Dang, this place is big. Only a partial map, though. The Winding Way. What do you do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Obvious, I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention, I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop. I see. So how did you hear about my thing? I heard about it from an acquaintance, girl studying the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Korean School of Channeling. The home? Huh? And Miss Maya is a daughter of the Master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where the people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Wait, you gotta meet her. Sure. Ooh, fancy. 219th Bay Manor channeling chamber. Oh, wow, such a strange atmosphere in here. It's flickering lights. It's their candles. Good sir, who might you be? Ah, my name is Phoenix, right? Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? You're talking about me? You're a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I've heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. Ah, and I wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you ask too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I am afraid. Well, don't tell me you have already forgotten. But was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. Well, that runs away now, an old lady who says I stink at doing my job? And then I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression. The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. So, why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir! Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So, about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to be? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Karain channeling technique. Okay. Then, where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fey clan, I'm really a member of the Branch family. Branch? Family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Karain school. So, how strong are you? It's a shame. However, I will admit, I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my powers to that of the Masters. Well, that's how it is. So, today's channeling will be her first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It's usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident, indeed. Channeling will take place here, in the channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. So, this room is the channeling chamber. The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you mind if we observe the session. Don't even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh. The secrets of the Karain technique cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir. If something were to go wrong. Yeah, that is why, while channeling it is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Ah, that's what the lock is for. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She is an adorable, angelic young girl. Look at her. Oh, that's odd. Oh, that odd. She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have! A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had a chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Would you like to see my badge? Good sir! I would like to begin the channeling at 3 o'clock. If you don't mind, good sir, would you mind allowing me to make preparations? Sure, go ahead. He's a fail, right? Just as loud as the rest. Alright, well, I guess she doesn't like my badge. I don't think I particularly need to pay attention to me right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and dip. What up, bro? Oh, this is nice! 219th Fame or Minding Way. This garden is really breathtaking. It's gonna put a lot of love into it. What's that over there? Is that an incinerator? It's a little out of place in a garden like this. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Is that an incinerator? The small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here. Any villages like this. Every family has to burn their own trash. I guess that would make sense. What's this vase? The old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. It's like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. And look at this garden. A garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my curiosity. Into the side room. I assume this is where Maya is. The 19th, Fay Manor, side room. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. But what if I did? There's bedding spread out on the floor? Is someone sleeping over there? She's probably an exhausted media taking a break and catching some Z's. Her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. A decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Crane Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir? So does this mean it's easy to spot bears here? For them to spot you? Oh no. Not a bear! Not anything but the bears! It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as storage space. But here, decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. Alright, well, that's, first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. Here I can see the winding way and a little garden in the courtyard. Oh, okay. I guess that's everything. Hey, you, hold on now. I've got a few questions to ask. Well, I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Oh god, oh no! Oh no! Oh, I'll be, it's Mr. Phoenix Wright! How you been? Haven't seen you in, what, a year? You are, a lot of hair. A lot of heart. You're a lot of heart, right? Bingo! I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, a lot of heart. Ah, so I guess you're still it, being a photographer, I mean. Still at it. Of course! Today I'm gonna give myself a real scoop! Wait and see. Oh, that's right. I think I was be wasting time. Channel's about to get started. Is that time already? Y'all should hurry up and get to the meditation. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting around for? Come on! One of these days, I will learn how to do a southern accent consistently and properly. A little hard, huh? I enjoyed her harshly because of that case, but I guess looking back, we had some good times too. Well, I don't know if I'd say that. 219 Fay Manor, meditation. We now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. It is like I can finally swallow those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would. Sure. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is a one-of-a-kind, so take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go! 2 hours later. Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please, have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. Where did you learn it? What? From the heart of the Heartland. Is that so? Well, I humbly request that you return to this heart of the Heartland. What are you? This is Karain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut a lot of up. Oh, that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Bang! Hey now, what was that just now? Inside the channeling chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot! Excuse me? I've heard that sound before, it's a gunshot! I bad my afro on it. Maya's in there. Oh. Oh no. I don't want to break their traditions, but also, like... Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're gonna break in. What? But there's only one key, and that kid's got it. I have to break it. I have to break the door. Is that alright, Miss Faye? Well, yes, but there's one matter, that is. Don't try to stop me. You can send the repair to the Rent and Co. law offices later. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man! Slam, slam, crash. Dr. Gray! I was murdered. Maya? You look a little strange. Can you maybe take that robe and close it a little bit more? That'd be just a little bit. That man murdered me, so I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this? That is the perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This girl is Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But hurry before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave us a granny. One of these days, I swear, I will learn to do a proper Southern accent. It is not like, well, I don't know. I can kind of do so. Like that isn't just like a Southern drawl, like an actual accent. Someone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good. Lottie, I saw a genuine murder mysterious phenomena. She's really on edge because of all this. How about I blame her? I'm scared to death by what's going on. Well... Hey, mister. That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Man, her voice just changes every time I speak for her. Oh, yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya is channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. And again, aren't only the two of them in there? I'd reckon she must have done it then. Yeah, I still don't understand how, like, I get that, like, her appearance changes to a degree to represent the person that she's channeling, but, like, I don't understand how her chest just changes sizes magically. Doesn't make any sense. Like, her height, like, she just, like, grows, like, 3 inches and like, whole foot sometimes. Like, it's crazy. Lotto, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. I sort of got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. As soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him. Alright. June 19th, Faye Manor, meditation. Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. We'll just have to wait. Ugh. The police are here! Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? Hey, it's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective? Don't get Jim Shoe? My name isn't Jim Shoe. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. Well... Who's inside me? Who's here? Pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? That is, like, isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like, the channeling. Channeling? No, actually, the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there's been a murder! So, like, a murder, is that like a thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes, a person has killed another person. Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like a bummer. Like, I didn't know that! Oh my god, that's funny. It's like totally a bummer. I was just thinking, like, she's gonna say the bummer, isn't she? Me predicting words, let's go. Hey, it's P5 all over again. Yeah, after all that effort, that's all she had to say. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eeny Meeny. Oh. Shut. Eeny Meeny? At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. God, I hate her. So, what brings you here today? I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Because, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see. Then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh? I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they serve for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I wasted my time, because I, like, slept a long time. Okay. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that? I, like, totally know nothing. So, who was, like, you know, killed? The surgeon that requested the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long, long time ago? I was, like, a patient, yeah. Don't stick your tongue out like that. Don't do that. Stop. Sounds like she's trying to hide something. Well, I don't have any evidence of anything, so... I guess we can just dip. Oh, June 19th, Fay Manor, winding path. Or winding way. There's no one here, as usual. Ah! Hey! How are you? You're Pearl, right? Son of ever. What's that she's got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Okay, bye Pearl. Bye Pearl Fang, see you later, I guess. I'm not allowed in the channeling chamber, am I? Oh, I am. 219, Fay Manor, channeling chamber. These are busy running here and there. I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but... the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could've done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room. Girl. But Maya's... you can ask more about it later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. The gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expressions looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead, but... What? But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. Huh. I assume Gumshoe's not going to be examining anything. It looks like I can't look at the thing. Okay. Well, thank you, Gumshoe. Perhaps in the village? Maybe I'll see Pearl out here? 19th Karain Village? Oh, it's Lotta. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta? Oh, that happened to me next! Don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out to you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. Huh? What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you? This is just too much, I say. What's too much? I'm thinking of call a photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. After photos, more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. What's up? Oh yeah! What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures of the murder scene inside. Oh, she did too, even. The Seance murder. Not sure like the ring of that. That'll be a sensational story. Lotto? Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. Why does it feel like we've been through this before? We kinda have, honestly. Okay. Oh, 219 Fey Manor, meditation room. Oh, dear madam! You have such impeccable timing. Like, that's all that buzz. Alright, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not gonna be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Lion was arrested and taken away by the police. I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. June 20th, 8:02 a.m. Fey Manor, meditation room. Ugh, morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. No, Maya's okay. I should hurry and get back to the detention center ASAP. June 20th, 1:34 a.m. Detention center. Visitors room. Nick! Hi. Maya? What am I gonna do? I never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, first time I met her, all started right here in this detention center. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but you don't have to be nice to me. I understand. Oh, poor Maya. Yet again! Our first real case. Yet again. Helping Maya not go to jail. So, you're the master or something of the Korean School of Channeling? Actually, my mother is for now, but since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. It's channeling a spirit. Her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. What happened this time, too? Dr. Gray said he wanted to call the nurse, so... the nurse's body wants to take on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened to the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and
sat down across from him.
Okay.
He closed her eyes, and I began a channeling. So it sounded kind of creepy, like at the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember.
What?
After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness.
Then you don't remember a single thing?
When I came to, I was being held in my auntie's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream.
A dream? What was this dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling?
I don't remember it all that well, but I was dead, buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It was something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to them. There was a really familiar smell, too.
Under the ground?
Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I smelled that same scent before. Guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today.
I'll be back later, Maya.
In the meantime, please make sure you're prepared, okay? Huh? It? What is it?
The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course.
But...
What's wrong?
Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer.
No one's decided that yet.
I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands. These 2 very tiny, fragile hands.
Enough, Maya.
It's hopeless. You defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure.
Stop it.
Help me? Nick, help me, I'm scared.
Don't worry, I will. What's the trial?
It sounds like tomorrow.
As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now.
Wait. This jewel. This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers.
Magatama received from Maya.
Slightly translucent. It's small, but it has a deep, profound aura about it.
Alright, thank you, Maya. I'll be on my way!
June 20th, Crane Village.
To save Maya, no matter what. Her life on the line!
A world happened in that room yesterday.
Alright, let's... I guess maybe the meditation room then? June 20th, Fey Manor, meditation. The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. June 20th, Fey Manor, channeling chamber. I thought I'd Gumshoe was in here today. I should take this chance to check this room out. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Good morning.
I'm on my way to go meet Mystic Maya. I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea. So bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts.
I'm sure Maya will be very grateful.
That's Mystic Maya, good sir.
She's a scary lady.
Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. I wept constantly for you last night, as did I.
It's important for me to search the site, but I could ask her some questions too, when I have the chance.
Now let's do it. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy?
That man murdered me, so I killed him. Is it mine?
Step away from there! Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police.
Look her kimono. Really nice. What happened here in this room after I left?
Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head.
To make her go unconscious, correct?
That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique.
Spirit severing technique?
The spirit of that nurse was inside Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world.
You know, this kind of testimony is even admissible in court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly?
The channeling chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday.
What do you mean?
Sometimes, when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday.
Revolt? But how?
When the spirit enters the medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir.
But isn't it extremely dangerous?
The experienced medium has little problem controlling the spirit.
But Maya, I mean Mystic Maya, That was her first channel. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be a calling danger. Would be calling danger upon the client itself. I'm grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. It was the Korean sacred writing, with the Korean sacred urn. They are all this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one. Oh, the humanity. I'll already be worrying about the folding screen on a time like this. It's just some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright. Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. And compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy, and is the pride of the branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? Alright, well... They don't have an expensive folding screen. This looks quite old. Seems to be some sort of sacred text or another, but I can't read it. This is... It's a hole. Does this have been made by the bullet? About 8 inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet. Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright, just tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I will tell her. Yes, this is an altar? Whatever it is, it feels very important. Like object with a cloudy reflection surface. And some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. I guess they're used during the channeling. I would guess so too. This is where the medium sits, I would assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw on the floor feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. Well, there's some empty space behind the folding screen. The candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. I hope no one is hiding back there. Well, that might be more likely than we think. This is where the medium sits, I assume. I don't know what to do. I just keep going, getting drawn to the pool of blood on the center here. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. The lock on it is broken because, well, I broke it. It doesn't seem possible, but I managed to break it pretty badly. When we want to do something bad enough, people can do the most amazing things. That's very true. You can, like, really just, like, go above and beyond. I think that's everything in here. Oops. Go ahead and get out. See if we can find Pearl. June 20th, hey man, we're winding away. What Pearl isn't here today? Maybe she's at school? Maybe on her side. Oh, hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday. The, dentist guy? No, I'm a lawyer. That's right. Mr. Smith Esquire? That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong? My name is Wright? Smith? Right. Well, I got, like, 3 letters at least. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at this college, and you told me about that yesterday. The seismology too. What I'd like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant? Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad? No, that's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? But you stopped mid-sentence. Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Don't ever want another genuine, mysterious phenomenon. It's right here. I would agree with that. I don't know how I don't like her. Really. So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like, what? Like, a medium's training, or like how they inherit their spiritual power? I suppose. This villager's a real thing after all. So like, I asked if I could stay here for like a little longer. He sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. Have you heard about the murder? It's like totally scary. She says with the silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. But that's a victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him like yesterday too? That's right, her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? There's all a little talk about him earlier. Huh? Well, like, a long time ago? I was like a patient, yeah. Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? Not yet. Oh, now where did this box come from? This was in here last night. I think a box for certain clothes, but it's too big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few little pieces of channeling costumes sit in the bottom. Well, the blanket's a mess. You're gonna fold it? Like, I had a really good nap, and, like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so, like, it's all set for the night. I mean, sure. Check out wooden bear sculpture. Touch the base. Train village, the heart of channeling. What the? Souvenir. Isn't it cute? I, like, totally bought that. Oh, so it's yours, huh? Yeah, so, like, this village is really famous for, like, channeling and bears. Huh. Like, famous for bears. But it's like, okay. If you ever, like, see a bear, you just play dead and they, like, leave you alone. Is that right? Yeah, because, like, fighting back is totally of no use. Should she actually try to fight one? Probably not. I doubt she's trying to fight a bear. Alright, well... I'm trying to figure out winding way. Oh, Pearl's here. Ah! You surprised me. And how are you today? Oh, I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Oh, she's still holding something in her hand. Like the same thing that she had yesterday. Well, take this Magatama. Oh, yeah, Maya said to give this to you? Ah, it's having trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's! Huh? He actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I, work with Maya? You work with Mystic Maya? You... Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone. What? So then, of course, you're gonna help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're gonna do, right? Well, yeah, I will. Oh, wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. Earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true. What? Am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid? I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. What a wonderful relationship. Wait, I mean, things aren't like... I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small. I'm gonna help you in any way I can. Oh, cool, thanks, I guess. Pearl, are you friends with Maya? I feel very grateful to be friends with her. So great. I'll be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. Let me look up to her. Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, they get mad. But, oh, sorry. But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her. Where in the world does she get an idea like that? By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from? Which channeling school? I'm from, the channeling school of... law?
Yeah, for example, I study the terrain technique. Oh, I get it. No. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer? Lawyer? Yup. Is that related to spirit mediums in any way? Well, I know. Well, I guess me, technically.
Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Might just say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world.
So, what is that you've got there, Pearl?
Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want, I can give it to you.
Sure.
Alright, well, if you want to give it to me. Hee hee. You're like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. Black key out of the port wreck. An old steel key, a great jewel set in the center of the key's grip.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls? I can play that, right? You're too cute to just call Pearl.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama?
Yeah, it's okay, I was told to give it to you.
But I can't expect something like this.
All I really should do is
charge this Magatama with spiritual energy.
spiritual energy.
Energy. Please take this. I'm sure it'll be helpful.
What do you mean?
It will let you see people's secrets.
See people's secrets?
Yeah. If it's alright with you, I would like to if it's alright with you, I'd like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret.
Sure, let's go to the side room then. Because we know she's hiding a secret. Hello again, we seem to be seeing a lot of each other today.
Oh, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter?
What? No!
How old do you think I am?
I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray.
I like totally don't know him.
What is that?
You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart.
What?
This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psych blocks, Mr. Nick.
Psych blocks?
Huh? The more someone wants to hide the secret, the more locks you will see. If it's only...
Is this the work of an enemy stand?
If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it.
Unlock? But how?
Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. And let's remove the lock.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess we'll give it a try.
Must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. You don't think you have the proof you need. You must have the courage to stop.
Well, I've gotta start somewhere. Give the psych lock thing a try. Going to ask you again, did you know Dr. Gray?
I totally don't know that guy, like, totally more persistent than a roach.
Enemy stand! Hiding something, I'm sure of it. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Actually, wait a second. Hold on. One moment. This is a real stand, though. Like, an actual real stand. I guess not quite, but it's very close to a real stand that exists in Part 4. The dude who, like, turns your heart into a lock or something. Oh god, it's like it turns your heart into a lock, and if you don't, like, pay him, he, like, makes it heavier. And then you just die. It's gonna be funny. But, like, I'm not gonna lie, that took me a second. I was like, oh yeah, this is just like a normal, like, a thing, and then I was like, wait a second. This is a real stand. It's a dude that does this to people. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. Okay. Oh. Present. Magatama. Take that! It's a very fancy lock. The victim. Any Minnie, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? Try to show that possibility existed. For now. It's something that shows a possible connection between Annie and Dr. Gray. Not the guide map. It would be the profile, right? Here's your proof. Hey, what is that? Ouch, I guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Charles did warn me. Make a mistake, it will hurt you, he said. I don't have enough evidence, I should probably stop. Take another look at the court record and think it through one more time. Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I don't think I have anything right now, though. Yeah. I don't think I have enough evidence. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Alright. Controlling a 5-minute meditation room. Hey, it's you, pal! You're gonna be a lawyer, I bet. Yeah. Oh. I'd really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey! You're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest. I don't have Gumshoe like kids. Hey, I know, I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real genuine pistol. Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Gumshoe really is the kind of guy to accidentally cause a kid to murder somebody. He's just like, here, take a look at this gun! What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. You're talking about proof? We got a few pieces. We got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-head photographer is going to testify tomorrow. Oh god, you must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta, took some hot pictures earlier. Oh. Remember, took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Lotta's hot pictures. Wonder what the camera captured. Besides, you must realize by now, pal, there's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say it goes down? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year, and... Huh? I could have sworn I had it. I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. Searching through his pockets. Boy, are those big. Huh. They look really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? Copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have put a copy of the office when he came by. Hey. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. Doesn't change the fact that I'm going to not like it. Alright, pal. Well, prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. What? Von Karma? Oh no. Manfred Von Karma? He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. From Lacertate for the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec. But did Von Karma stand trial? And that's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you face tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? Oh yeah. So, who is this successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. This kid became a prosecutor, really young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Oh, wait a second. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no. He was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Ugh, still, what makes of someone mentioning the name Von Karma? I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it, get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. Stop thinking about your husband! None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone. Whoa. Heavy. Alright, well... Thanks, Gumshoe! Well... So, there's a thing at the office then, right? June 20th, right in Carl offices. Yeah. It's like I've been gone forever. It's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Here's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought to the other day. Right on the desk. Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Newspaper clipping 1, added to the court. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. Couldn't dig anything right now. Alright. Oops. Oops. Well, there must have been another round of questioning. The detectives are taking it easy on her, but these kinds of cases aren't usually taken lightly. Guess I'll come back later. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and... Hey! It's that news story! What about the malpractice suit? 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. It only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal, this is for you. Alright, thanks. Mimi Minnie, nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic, died after falling asleep at the wheel. Mimi? Mimi Minnie? What a name. That's a fun name to say, Mimi Minnie. Well, I think we found our connection here. Power of my stand! The victim! I'll get the truth out of you yet. Let's go. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Let's read the victim's name. Mimi Minnie? Minnie is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Minnie wouldn't have to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's Surgical Clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that that clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Yes. Unlock successful. This is a fun mechanic. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Minnie. Wow, she looks angry. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like, a total slave driver. I can see it. My sis was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out. So that's why she fell asleep at the wheel. That guy, like, drove my sis so hard, so, like, that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. Like, sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. You understand that, Mr. Nick? This is how a psych clock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The like this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. Don't have enough proof. Be careful, and know when to stop trying. Understandable, thank you. Well... There's still a few things left to check out. There's a room in there too. Peaceful feeling is emanating from it. Something new from Gumshoe. Perhaps the channeling hammer? I mean, we have the key now, right? We have to figure out what this key is for. There's anything new here? Well, actually. Oh, okay. Hmm. Ah. You're telling us, Korean Village. Mr. Nick? What's wrong? Hey, you've never left Korean Village. Oh, really? Oh, that's, pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Miss Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Hey, wait! She ran off, again. Oh, you know, any secret now, but... I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Ugh. Well... I guess let's go back. June 26th in a visitor's room. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I do anything? Can I always save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. Mia! Can you, like... Robe, look. I don't need to see your big 17-year-old titties. Mia! Without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Mia, she's my older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help just like this. My spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Which, I still don't understand how Maya's titties just grow. Like, there's at least, like, a 4-cup size difference between her and Mia. But, sure. Phoenix, can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets, especially when it's bad. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, what you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister's in a lot of trouble again. Told her everything about what happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is. I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what she told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When the medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does that mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. Set up? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. We're supposed to prove her innocence, but I have nothing to go on. If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on. Show me the key into this case. The key? Huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. I'll show you my key, alright, Neil. I'll show you my big, fat, throbbing key. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. Have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But... How can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. This day is going to end with a turn for the surpriser. Whoa! Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the Cyclops. Which means... Mia must know something about the real murderer! Could this be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me? What in the world is going on? To be continued. Ooh! Dang, this is an interesting predicament. I think we'll save meeting Prosecutor Von Karma for tomorrow. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna end it here. Got a lot of info out. A lot of stuff happened. So let's call it. Let's call it there. I think it's a good cliffhanger, right? Right before the trial. We have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on with Mia. That's weird. Maya's trouble again. Good thought. You're up against Prosecutor Von Karma. The child of Manfred Von Karma. That's all we know. Edgeworth is just missing. We haven't seen him ever. And now we have some cool new mechanics, like presenting people in court and Cyclops. Which is actually very cool. I actually really like that. It's a really interesting thing, right? Like, you gotta actually like pry the information out of the people you're investigating. Cool. It's a nice thing to add. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get out of here. We'll continue this tomorrow. Normal time as always. Which I say as if I have an actual normal time. And you know, not like I'm constantly flipping around all over the place. Constantly starting at different times between 6 and 7, but that's okay. But we'll get Ace Turn 2 continue to roll through, figure out what's going on here, who killed Mr. Gray, Dr. Gray, which is a joke that I just now realized, because haha, Grey's Anatomy. The names in this game, dude, they're so hilarious. Love them all. Oh god. Officer Dustin Prince, man, that was the best. That was the best name so far, honestly. Dustin Prince, the police officer. What a guy. Poor man. I can't believe he died. Rest in peace, Dustin Prince. Now who's going to dust those prints? Am I right? Anyways, so VODs, that's the thing. They exist. There's links all over the place. 12 p.m. EST, noon o'clock, if you will, when they go up the next day. I gotta go make some thumbnails real quick for this one, but I don't have an Ace Attorney 2 thumbnail set yet. But it'll be probably very simple. We can continue on tomorrow. Get Ace Attorney 2 rocking and rolling. And find out what actually happened here. Because I know I am confused. And we will actually be here tomorrow, and not fake tomorrow like it was yesterday. It'll be an actual time. And if you haven't checked it out yet, check out the D&D stuff. There's a whole playlist. There's like 8 sessions. The thumbnails are really funny. I have a great time with them, actually. I basically just make little mini memes based on what the session was. or things that happened during the session. It's always really funny. Until next time.